Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. This is Ray all day. You are here for another episode of Reasonable Doubt on Hulu Season 1. Now, this is episode 4. Remember, Season 2 is out, but I'm recapping Season 1. Season 1 is off the chain, and it's a builder. Each episode is a builder to the next. And in order to understand Season 2, you got to know Season 1. So if you haven't seen Season 1, that's why I'm here to give you the info, the deets, the intel, okay? Episode 4 is out the chain. Let me tell you. So it starts off. Well, did I say thanks for tuning in? I'm sorry if I haven't already. Let me say it again if I said it. If I didn't say it, I'm going to say it again. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Now, Daniel, remember last episode on 3, Daniel was getting beat up by Kellisha's cousin and boyfriend because he was tailing them to the pawn shop looking for the laptop of Kellisha. And he saw that she had it. And so he's in the hospital all beat up and bruised, and Jax goes to see him. And she's just, there for moral support and talking about a little strategy, but she's letting him know, hey, get well soon. You got a couple of days off. And he's like, nah, I can work. And she's like, nah, just, I'm your boss and your friend. So she's protecting herself. You know what I'm saying? She's an attorney. So yeah, Dave's in the hospital getting his bandages and scrapes and abrasions and lacerations all liquored up with some what's that stuff called? Triple antibiotic ointment, girl. That stuff is good. It worked real well, and some vitamin E so it won't scar. And then so it's more strategizing with Brayden, the client of Jax, and Theo is trying to convince him to step down. But Jack's like, no, we need for you to stay on top of your business, stay on top of your game. But so then she strategizes more with the husband and wife, letting them know that we need more PDA. We need for y'all to show more of a united front because Brayden can't seem to look like there's dissension in the ranks. Okay? Hence why Theo shouldn't be trying to convince him to step down. But like I said last episode, something ain't right with Theo. Okay? Something ain't right with him. And he sees a window of opportunity. I bet you. So yeah, next we got Rich. Now remember, Rich is the attorney that initially Brayden was trying to get so that he can protect his company from Kellisha going public about some things she found within the organization. So he puts Jax on the spot during, a meeting at the firm, trying to make the partners see that Jax is doing the wrong thing. I'm like, what the hell? So Rich is saying that, Rich thought what Theo said was a good idea, that Brayden stepped down. But Jax convinced the partners through strategy that it'll be a wrong move. It'll look bad in the eye of the public, and they're trying to get some jurors. And so we have to convince the public that Brayden is not one to step down. He's looked at as nothing different because of these allegations, and he needs to look strong in front of the community, in front of potential jurors. And then it backfired on Rich, okay? See what I'm saying? It'll be the one you think ain't doing nothing to you, and he's okay. Bottom line is, Rich is jealous that he is second chair, and he's feeling like he's not the one, but he's not the one because this is a criminal case, not a business affair. So you have to be second chair. Duh. Mm, mm, mm. Then we see Kellisha's cousin Fallon on the news trying to, put salt in the game. She's demanding justice for Kellisha and, alleging that Brayden is the killer and all this, that, and the third. It ain't looking good, but Jax is doing her thing. She's doing her thing. And then guess what? While Jax is going on her runs that she normally does, whether it's the morning or night, this happens to be nighttime. Guess who rolls up on Jax? She's like, "What? Who is this?" The doggone security guard that she had a little something with, and showed her husband on camera what she was doing while her husband was watching it and smiling. See, something going on with them too. I always wonder why him and her didn't have a really bad falling out because he was watching her on the cameras that he set up to protect the house, and she doing the security guard looking at the camera and smiling. Something going on with them too. They got some history with all that. But anywho, so she's telling the security guard, may I help you? And he was like, I'm trying to see what's up. And she was like, ain't nothing up. I didn't call you over here. And he was like, well, I'm trying to see, if we can do that again. She was like, no, I'm good. That was one time and it won't be happening again. He won't take no for an answer, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now she got to watch him. Oh my gosh. Anyway, next we got Jax is arranging for Brayden to speak at the anti Pow Pow rally that JT is hosting. She's having lunch with her girls, and Chanel is like, I don't think that would be a good idea. And Chanel is really letting her know that her and JT are not talking. But Jax is insisting that, you know, she discussed this with her husband, and Jax just, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. So Chanel was just really anti wanting to talk with her husband, but she kind of gave in and kind of gave JT a little, a little sass. But it went well pretty much in the end. And then they go to the rally, and the rally went well. Brayden spoke, and he had a great speech that Jax made up, and then he kind of went off on a tangent and spoke about a situation that happened when he was a kid, when his brother, before his brother passed. His brother was really heavily into the street life, and a situation happened where Brayden had to protect himself, and he chose nonviolent route, which is pretty good speech. Mm-hmm. Then guess who shows up after all of that? Uh, Kellisha's husband shows up and approaches Sarah, and she didn't know who he was at first until he told her. And she tried to walk off, but he was like, no, I need to talk to you. I'm not, trying to, do anything wrong. But Kellisha told me about those emails you sent her. Dun 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 dun. So the wife knew about the affair. I swear, some from the beginning, something told me that wife is involved. That wife is involved. Something told me about that wife. So she, pretty much didn't deny it, but told him, you need to back off before you end up like your wife. Okay. Hello. That's a threat. That's a big old threat. Cause Kellisha dead. Child. Mm-mm. Next, we got Jax sets up dinner with her dad, and she's real excited about it because her and her dad are estranged. And so she waits for him at the restaurant, and he no shows. She texts him, and he read it and just did not respond. Then her mom shows up. She's like, Mom, what are you doing here? And the mom was trying to convince Jax that, her dad is just, he loves her, but he's just, not really, he's just in his own way. And the mom told Jax that she told her dad, if you're not going to be what you need to be, then don't show up. And Jax got hot, mad, heated, hot as fish grease, letting her mom know, stop butting in to my relationship with my father. You're the reason why he didn't show up based off of your feelings about the situation. And that's pretty true. You need to back off and just let your grown child deal with their issues with their parent. Child, is difficult. It's difficult, but her mom was wrong for stepping in. But her mom just needs to be there when the father continues to mess up. That's all. But again, mom shouldn't have stepped in. So that mom was wrong. Mom was wrong. Next, we got them picking jurors, and at the end of them picking jurors, Rich approached Jax about, here we go, about not treating him like he should be treated. Like, excuse you? Jax is trying to win a criminal case of 187, and here he is in all of his feelings because he's not first chair. Well, you ain't first chair because you're not a criminal attorney. And she was letting him know. And then he kind of like, held her on. Like, hold on, I want to talk to you. She looked at him like, I know you didn't just touch my arm. Child, are we Rich? Don't make her drop her bags and take her earrings off. So yeah, Rich had to get checked in a very, respectful way. And he just had to be let known that I'm running this thing and you are in the back. So just catch up, do whatever I need you to do, and let's move on. Rich got some nerve, okay? Mm. Next, we got Damon on Hinge at Work, child. We showing Damon's, he ain't wrapped too tight, but he's mad that his car didn't go through, and that he's trying to make a good impression, a better impression on Jax. And his brother CJ, trying to showed him some money and let him know, okay, I got you. But see, Damon didn't want it at first because Damon saw that his brother CJ was into some shady business at the auto body shop. CJ kind of explained to JT that they got a thing going on, and if you want in, I'll let you know. But Damon's like, man, I ain't trying to go back. I ain't trying to go back. But things is looking a little bleak for Damon. So I think he's making some decisions in his head that he may work with his brother on some illegal stuff. What that is, we don't know yet. But yeah, Damon got a little money and from his brother. His brother's like, I got you, So, child, that doggone brother. Mm. So anyway, after being stood up and telling her mama off, she goes to see her husband, Lewis, and they kind of talk about it a little bit. And, you know, he helped her brighten her day. He made her feel better, and she was grateful and everything. Then she left and went home, paid the babysitter to go on about her business, and finds that Spencer done locked the door again. Now, before she left, she told him, we don't lock doors in this house. I don't care what your daddy allow you to do over there at the Airbnb, but over here, where the mortgage is paid by both your father and me, we don't lock doors. Especially you and your sister don't not lock doors. Child, she went to that door. It was locked. She didn't ask no questions. She got the handheld thing to unscrew the power drill, child, and remove the lock and handle. And he opened her like, what's going on? She's like, we don't lock doors here. I'm not raising a fuck boy. I know that's right. Because he been mouthing off and trying to, giving her sass. He lucky now. I ain't saying abuse to children is appropriate, but a good yoking up, you know how you yoking up, you know, you grab them by wrinkle their collar real good so they can feel your knuckles in their throat. He's a young man, and of course his daddy's a little soft, but both parents should be able to yoke up their children. Again, this is not about child abuse. It's not about child abuse. Sometimes you just got to let them know in a subtle but a stern, aggressive, and loving way. Son, I love you, but I am not gonna put up with your ish no more. Watch your sass. Don't sass me no more in life. And I already told you about these locks. So I'm gonna need you to abide, or this will happen again, or it may happen differently. I'm gonna allow you the opportunity to see how things go from here, see how things progress. We don't want to regress, baby. We want to progress. Okay, baby? See, I love you. It's all about how you do things. Again, it's not about abuse. That wasn't even abuse. You didn't even hit the child. You just, wrinkled their collar and, put skin to skin. Again, it wasn't abuse. Nobody hit nobody. Just let them know what we not going to do. Because that boy has been sassing for 4 episodes now. Child, bye. Woo, what else happened? So Jackson Dan pays the cousin a visit at her job at the local uh, at the local liquor store. And so they want to pay for Kellisha's laptop. They gave her a little, scaring about stealing and officers of the court, and she and her man can go to jail for assault and all this, that, and the third, battery and whatnot. So she, Jack stepped away looking for some potato chips or something while Dan took care of things and got the laptop. All right. Then Damon comes by late night because him and Jack spoke, and she was like, well, here's my address because he asked for it. I want to come by. Well, actually, he said, I want to mail you the money that, she put on her credit card for that dinner date that they had when his car declined. Child, he came by all late night. She had to unwrap her hair, put on her night coat, and step outside. And he walked up, all sexified with his foreign self. And I just want to, I ain't trying to have you pay for me. I'm a man, and I got, I'm a man. You know how traditional men are. They don't want no woman paying for them, especially when they stuff decline. Ooh, that's embarrassing. I couldn't imagine. Oh my goodness. Plus his card didn't have no logo on it, no Visa, MasterCard, American Express. It's one of them, I don't know, Chime. I heard it's a Chime card or something. Not even Discover Child. It was some with no logo on it. He was I ain't trying to laugh at the man, but child. Anywho, yeah, so Damon came by late night, walking up the stairs all sexified and carrying on. Yeah, here's your money, And your husband, he didn't get his ish together. Because if it was me, I would never let you go. Type of talk, And she looked at him like, oh, child. I'd be looking at him like that too. So next and lastly, we got Sarah. Child, why is she calling Kellisha husband? He's like, how you got my number? Don't worry about that. Again, Sarah comes from money. She got contacts and connects and got intel on things. I'm pretty sure she got a whole lot of intel on Kellisha too. Anywho, so the last scene, it was all sinister, like where Sarah was like, listen, I think we need to meet up. He's like, what you want me to meet? What you want to meet up with me for? About these emails. And then it goes off. Ciao. Can't wait to episode 5. I can't wait to episode 5 because that doggone wife, did she do it? Ciao. Did she do it? Because she threatening the husband, talking about he can end up like Kellisha in broad daylight. Now she calling him at night, talking about we need to meet up. He better have some mace, some bear mace, some regular mace. finger on the trigger, Mace. Because, child, no telling what she got up under her sleeve. But yeah, that was episode 4, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Episode 5 coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. Again, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Talk to you later. Bye.